56 ethnic groups form a splendid Chinese culture. These ethnic cultures have taken root in their own soils and merged with each other. The stories of how people preserve, innovate, and spread their cultures reveal the diverse and integrated Chinese culture of today.
DingZhen频频登上网络热搜。
In November 2020, a video clip featuring the smiling face of DingZhen, a Tibetan herder, went viral online. Videos of DingZhen, or DingZhen in Mandarin, hit over 10 billion views on Chinese social media platforms. His signature smile has drawn visitors to Gars. With an average altitude of 4,000 meters, Litong is known as the world's highest city. Litong means a grass dam flat as a bronze mirror in Tibetan. There are galloping horses, vast grasslands, and Tibetan culture. Thousands of years ago, the city was an important trade hub on the Tea Horse Trail between Han and Tibetan ethnic groups. But today, its charms are less known to the outside world. Dudong has been working to promote Litong cultural tourism. He is now known as the man behind DingZhen. Living in Litong more than 10 years, this young man of the Han ethnic group, originally from Nanjing, learned how to speak Tibetan and regards himself as a Litong native. After 20-year-old DingZhen rose to fame, he joined Du's team as a tourism ambassador for Litong.
我们的公司叫做理塘县文旅体文化旅游体育投资发展有限公司，员工大概现在是20个人，我唯一一个汉族人，然后全部是藏族本地青年人。
目前就是住宿费和食宿费的预算是14万。
分出来，培训的门类。
Du believes the beauty of Litong deserves to be seen by more people. Litong is known as an encyclopedic town of Tibetan culture. Here a visitor can experience beautiful Tibetan scenery and the Tibetan lifestyle. But the company encountered challenges promoting Litong in the early days. In addition to adjusting to the plateau climate, Du's team has to deal with money shortages, cross-culture communication barriers, and a lack of relevant work experience.
大伙儿真是在黑暗中摸索看看怎么样找一个方向是对的。
With DingZhen's popularity, the Tibetan town drew attention overnight from across China. Du's team responded with live streaming events, short videos, and cultural and creative products with the theme of Litong and DingZhen.
文创的第一波是关于DingZhen的，还有关于珍珠的、小马的。但是后面的话做的东西可能不光是这样的东西，还有一些文创是关于藏地的、关于礼堂的，整个是关于声音的博物馆。这个地方是放的是牧区的声音。左爸，左臂写，我们听听音乐去。 到时候你要跟人讲的嘛，到时候什么音乐
DingZhen speaks for Litong, and Litong speaks for China's Tibetan areas and the Tibetan culture. DingZhen opened a door for the world to come to Litong, and Litong has prepared gifts for visiting guests.
文化和旅游是两片肥沃的草地，我们的工作是在两个草地之间建立一条非常精致的小桥。 让它能够使文化变成旅游产品，在旅游中感受文化。
DingZhen got off to a good start spreading Tibetan culture. Litong will also find its own path eventually. The Zhuang people are China's largest ethnic minority. They have a history of more than 2,000 years. Using Chinese characters as a reference, their ancestors created a unique writing and left an extensive amount of documents that record their history, culture, and production activities. Preserving ancient texts is a lonely occupation. Wei Ruzhou has been at this job for 23 years.
我们工作的核心就是抢救和收集少数民族古籍，把广西的有代表性的少数民族古籍进行整理、翻译、出版。
The task of preserving ancient texts of minority groups is urgent. Many precious texts are scattered everywhere and lack professional protection.
唐伯啊，那你等着我。
For Wei, collecting books is a race against time.
今天我来你家呢，就是想看《唐伯》这本书，我想拿回去进行保护。
The number of owners or inheritors of ancient books and characters is down to single digits. If they pass away, these ancient texts will be at risk of disappearance. In 2007, a plan for protecting ancient books was launched in China, taking the preservation and restoration of these ancient books to a new level. So far, the National Catalogue of Precious Ancient Books has more than 13,000 volumes, many written in minority group characters, including ancient Zhuang. Although Wei deals with ancient books on a daily basis, the books don't seem ancient to him. In today's Zhuang people's homes, these books remain bedside reading and can guide their lives. Tang Fu in ancient Zhuang means the path trodden by ancestors. Being the most representative book of the Zhuang people, it documents rituals for worshipping ancestors, prayers for blessings, and congratulations on their longevity to the elders.
它就是反映壮族的人从出生到入土整个人生礼仪的一个过程。我们现在收藏的12000册的少数民族古籍，现在翻译还不到10%，把古籍里面的有价值的内容把它提炼出来，让古籍里的文字活起来。我们现在就采取一个复制件换原件的方式，按照做旧如旧的这么一个要求，让他们得到这个复制件以后有文本可传。
In the eyes of Wei Ruzhou, each book, page, and character nurtures the soul. It's also a bond that connects a nation's past and future. The protection and research of ancient books is not only to save old writing, but also to ingrain timeless memories of a multinational state. The Future Ethnic Orchestra is introducing its intricate folk music to the world. The Future Ethnic Orchestra was formed by members of different minority groups who are also inheritors of intangible cultural heritage. Their aim is to create a new aesthetic system that merges ethnic minority and popular culture.
我来自湖南湘西土家族苗族自治州，我找到了全世界最好的这些现代先锋的音乐人，一批好的音乐、好的作品，就应该让全中国甚至全世界都听到。所以我叫他们叫新民族音乐。
我是汉族，然后在这个厂牌里面，其实我是少数民族。机缘巧合是认识了铎姐， 我们在一起做了很多音乐的创作的尝试。那个时候我发现他就是在做这种民族跨界的东西，我觉得特别有意思。
哇，苗年真的是非常非常值得一去，
我想去体验一下，
非常壮观。所以这次我们去，如果代表着我们乐团，然后谁合适？
首先我觉得像央格里老师肯定合适吧，对吧？
然后苗族情歌王子，
蝶长
作为情歌传承人，我觉得蝶长也是有代表性的。Mars 肯定是带队。
As the biggest annual celebration of the Miao people, the Miao New Year Festival for them is a carnival not to be missed.
其实我原来就跟民族音乐有着渊源，我大学读的也是民族学院。我觉得那个时候其实没有一个厂牌或者公司做的特别的先锋，跟国际的结合，或者是民族的东西怎么能够把它打向世界，走向世界。
Mars studied music in the West. With his enthusiasm for folk music, he joined the band.
终于到了，我们要不排一下我们可能苗年的邀请的那个歌？
那就试试
吧，试试，来。我们做东西很慢，这就是一个向下扎根的过程。其实这就是一个我们需要把我们的音乐种在最扎实的土地里面的一个过程。
The nutrients from the ground are what makes new national music exuberant.
当我做流行音乐枯干的时候，我重新回到我们的少数民族的地区，看他们劳作，听他们在劳作当中所自然而然唱的歌。
这个老人家刚才告诉我，这个叫蒿刀，这样你听到了土地的声音。
我们的音乐是有很多的用农作物去做成的音乐，它来自于我们的传统的少数民族。我们的音乐不光是用来听的，还用来体验，用来看的。
However, it's never easy for cultures to integrate.
做跨界呢，因为我也失败过，我做过很多次的尝试，很多东西都是两层皮，就完全是两个不同的概念，硬要搭在一起的感觉。
让中国少数民族的音乐成为全世界都能够听的流行乐，我知道这很难，这非常难。
Breaking the cocoon for rebirth is a process that often comes with pain because you need to put in a lot of energy.
当时花了很多的时间，花了很多的大量的编曲的版本、混音等等不计其数去打造它一张完美的作品。我们做出来了，听的人很少。我觉得任何一个事物从0到1的过程是非常辛苦的，要经历那种最深沉、最暗沉的时刻，经历过可能才会真的死里复活。
In 2017, Ardwa and her team released the album Reborn. The album was submitted in the hope of securing a nomination for the next year's Grammys. Music once buried in the ground thus became better known across the world.
干一杯，干一杯，干一杯，干一杯，喝呀喝呀喝谁谁耶！
The Miao New Year Festival was held as scheduled. 3 members of the Future Ethnic Orchestra immersed themselves in the atmosphere of the festival, feeling the enthusiasm.
就感觉到很震撼，只有自己经历了苗年，你才知道他们有多疯狂。
你会被他感动，你会落泪，你也会狂喜。未来民族乐团，它不光是土家族、苗族、彝族、布依族，应该是56个民族的音乐这样的一个音乐体系。我希望我们民族音乐和民族文化是埋在土地里，早一点的生根发芽，让它真的有一天变成一棵大树。
Coming from rural areas and living through time, the cultures of various ethnic groups have retained their diversity and abundance, glowing with full vitality. They carry the spiritual heritage of the Chinese people and stride into the future.
人民日报的粉丝朋友们，大家好，我是丁真，我给大家拜年了，大家新年快乐，珍惜点嘞。